this. Okay, so have you ever heard, I'm sure you have, red sky at night, sailor's delight. Red sky and morn, sailors take warn. Or it's warning,
Yes.
warning, whatever.
Yes.
There's variations of it. You've heard it,
Whole life,
okay?
yeah.
Especially in a marine environment. Okay, so we're going to talk about why that can work, but I want to first show you why sometimes it doesn't. Okay, let's take a look at these pictures from Friday night. Did you guys see the sunset on Friday night?
So
Gorgeous.
pretty.
Everywhere. I was saying I was actually in New Hampshire and it was brilliant there too. So in theory, okay, this is red sky at night. You want to take your boat out Saturday morning because everything should be good. How would that have worked out for you?
They were like 10 to 15 foot waves.
Yeah.
Survey says not
Not
great.
great. Okay, so this is a good example of how it doesn't always work. There are some logic and truth behind it, and let me try to explain this the best I can. I had to make myself a graph. Okay, so the idea here is that a lot of these brilliant sunsets have to do with the particulate matter stuck in the air. So it reflects off and refracts off it, and that's when you get those brilliant colors. And it also has to do with high, thin cirrus clouds. Let's go back to the pictures if we can, because the high, thin cirrus clouds are apparent in there. Okay, so in theory, red sky at night, in the west, you would be seeing the particulate matter and the high, thin cirrus clouds, which are usually associated with a ridge of high pressure. So relatively stable air, cirrus clouds, you think of cirrus clouds as kind of fair weather type clouds, right? So in that case, if you're looking west, that's where most of our weather comes from, that would mean, okay, this high pressure with the particulate matter and those clouds would be coming towards us for the next day. And high pressure typically means fair weather.
Right.
On the other side of things, the concept is if the sun is rising through that ridge of high pressure and that particulate matter and also the cirrus clouds, then that means that high is now moving away from us and it's making way for a storm or something like that. So it can work, but there are obviously instances where it doesn't work. And think about why it didn't work this time, because our weather wasn't coming from the west. Right. So the problem here is that Lee was never coming from the west. Right. So to the west was actually nice. Remember, we had a mega ridge out there for a while, and so that looked fine. But if you didn't back in the day and you were just using this saying, you wouldn't know that Lee is sneaking up from the southeast.
Yeah.
So, anyways, I thought that was an interesting example because it does work sometimes.
Sure.
Obviously, there's no need to rely on it these days. I once did a whole series on like all these different caterpillars and how far off the caterpillar nest is, squirrel nests are off the ground in the winter. And
cows lie down when it's going to rain type thing.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Most of them have like a little grain of truth, but I wouldn't rely on them.
Okay. All right. Cool. Thanks, Keith.